Have you ever wished you had a superpower? You know, like flying or maybe super strength? Well, what if I told you that in an amazing devotional, we discover you actually do have access to an invisible, incredible superpower right now today? It's a power that can completely change the way you feel and the way you act. Now, have you ever wanted to do the right thing, but found it really, really hard? I mean, maybe you promised your parents you'd finally clean your room, but you kind of just ignored it. Or maybe you really wanted to be kind to your brother or sister, but instead, you just lost your temper. It just felt way too difficult to make the good choice. Hey, don't worry, you are absolutely not alone. We all mess up sometimes. It's a super common problem that every single person faces, and honestly, it's exactly why we need some serious help solving it.
All right, let's dive right into section 1, meet your secret helper. Because guess what? You are not alone.
See, we aren't meant to fight our everyday battles or fix our bad habits all by ourselves. You really don't have to try to be good entirely on your own, just relying on your own muscles or your own willpower. We have backup. So who is this secret helper? Well, the devotional calls him the Comforter, which is the Holy Spirit. Think of the Holy Spirit as Jesus' special representative. Jesus is in heaven, right? But he didn't just leave us alone down here. No way. He sent the Holy Spirit down to be right here with us, acting like your very own invisible sidekick. He is a wonderful counselor, full of endless wisdom and strength, sent right to you. And a devotional promises something absolutely amazing. It says the Holy Spirit brings power that enables man to overcome. He's the ultimate helper, giving you the absolute strength to win against your daily struggles. You know, at the cost of infinite sacrifice, Jesus provided literally everything we need to succeed. So when you're tempted to do the wrong thing, your invisible sidekick provides the actual, real power to help you make the right choice instead. Moving on to section 2, power to do right. Let's talk about defeating those bad habits. Okay, so we know we have a sidekick, but how does this powerful helper actually go to work in our daily lives? Well, when we try to be good all by ourselves, it's just so frustrating, isn't it? We get stuck in those long idolized bad habits the devotional talks about. We kind of just yield to our own stubborn self-will. But with the Holy Spirit, everything changes. We actually have power. The devotional tells us that through the Spirit, the government of Satan is subdued. To put that simply, it means all the devil's tricky rules and bad influences in your life get completely defeated when you let the Holy Spirit step in and take charge. So, how exactly does he do it? Well, the devotional breaks it down into 3 amazing steps. First, the Holy Spirit shows us our mistakes, or as the text says, he reproves of sin. It's like he gently taps us on the shoulder in our minds to say, hey, that wasn't a really good choice. Second, he cleans out the bad stuff. He expels the sin. But wait, here is a super important detail. The devotional says he only does this with your consent. You have to give him permission. He doesn't force his way in. But if you say yes, he does step 3, which is bringing your mind under a new royal law of liberty. And liberty means freedom. He sets you totally free from those frustrating bad habits. That brings us to section 3, a clean, happy heart. Get ready for an extreme makeover. The very moment we invite our secret helper inside to do his work, we get an extreme makeover of the heart. Now, the devotional uses a really big, kind of fancy phrase here. It says the Holy Spirit does a cleansing from moral defilement. Okay, what in the world does that mean? Well, think of it as washing all the muddy footprints out of your heart. Imagine tracking stinky, dark, muddy shoes all over a perfectly clean, white carpet. Yuck, right? That's what our bad choices and bad attitudes do to our hearts. But the Holy Spirit comes in with the ultimate heavenly cleaning supplies. He scrubs away all those muddy, dirty messes so your heart is sparkling clean and fresh all over again. When we submit and actually let the Spirit mold us, kind of like soft clay in a master potter's hands, he does 3 life-changing things. First, he infuses spiritual life right into our soul. Second, he quickens our energies for good. That basically means he wakes up your energy and gives you the actual enthusiasm to go out and do awesome good things. And third, the devotional makes a huge promise here. It says this is the only way to find true happiness. Literally, the human heart will never, ever know true happiness until it's submitted to be molded by the Spirit of God. And finally, section 4, becoming just like Jesus. This is the ultimate goal. This right here is the ultimate super cool goal of the Holy Spirit's entire remodeling project inside of us. It's not just about being good. It's about becoming like the absolute best person who ever lived.
Before the Holy Spirit comes in, the devotional says we have enmity, which is just a really big word for fighting against God, and we have a whole lot of pride. We just want to do things our own way. But after the Holy Spirit does his work, he flips our old, stubborn attitudes completely upside down. That fighting turns into beautiful faith and love, and that stubborn pride turns into humility. He conforms our soul to the divine model. Basically, he gives us the exact same amazing qualities that make us look and act exactly like Jesus Christ.
And you know what happens when your soul finally perceives the beauty of truth, and your character matches the perfect model of Jesus? Heaven throws a massive party. The devotional tells us that as these changes happen in you, angels break out in rapturous song. Just imagine a massive, powerful, joyful choir of angels singing at the absolute top of their lungs with pure joy, all because your heart has been perfectly remodeled. God and Christ actually rejoice over you. You literally become a reason for celebration in heaven.
So the big question is, will you let the Holy Spirit give you the superpower of a happy heart today? Remember, this incredible sidekick is standing by, just waiting for your permission. You don't have to fight your bad habits or those tricky choices alone anymore. Say yes. Let him clean up those muddy footprints in your life and get ready for a life filled with power, true happiness, and a heart just like Jesus. Thank you so much for joining me as we explore this amazing devotional together. I challenge you to invite your secret helper in right now.